So hey guys, welcome to today's video, and today we will check numbers in Spanish, how they work and how to pronounce them. So please, if you have any kind of question at the end of the video, let us know and we will try to answer all of them. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so what we are going to do first is to divide all these numbers from 1 to 1,000 into 7 smaller groups. These groups are going to be conformed by numbers that behave in similar ways, so learning and understanding these ways are going to help us recognizing the numbers and not confusing them. Okay guys, great. So first we are going to check from the number 1 to the number 19. Pay attention and repeat if you need it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 y 15. Now guys, from 16 to 19 we have a little bit of a different behavior, and we have the root word diese, and then it will be followed from one of the numbers from 6 to 9. For example, 16, 17, 18, 19. Again, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, now we get to check from the number 20 to number 29. First, 20, we are going just to call it 20. But from 21 to 29, again, you can see guys that we have the same behavior as we had from 16 to 19. We have a root word, and in this case the root word is going to be 20, and then it will be followed by one of the numbers from 1 to 9. For example, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and so on. So again, listen and repeat. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and finally 29. Great guys, so believe me, from here everything gets easier. Now we will check the number 30, from 30 to 39. And as you guys can see in your screen, we have a little formula. From 30 to 39, we will use 30 plus y plus the number from 1 to 9. For example, 31, 32, 33, and so on until we get to 39, 39. So again, 31, 32, 33. It's pretty easy, right? Great, so now we get to check a big group, but it is an easy group at the same time. In this case, this group is the one with the termination enta, and this group involves from the number 40 to the number 90. And again, we have a formula for you. But first, let's read them so you can repeat. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Now, with the formula, it's really simple. You just choose whichever you need, and you add y plus a number, again from 1 to 9. So, for example, if you want to say 45, you will say 40 y 5. 56, 56. And if you want to say, for example, 78, you will say 78. Okay, cool. Now we have finally made it to 100. But in this case, you have to pay attention because even though it is really simple, we will have two ways to call it, and it will depend on the context. So we have two ways. The first, ciento, and we will use this one when it is with other numbers. For example, 101, 125, and 156. Again, 101, 125, and 156. And the second way is 100. We will use this one when it is alone. For example, ella tiene $100. Ellos tienen 100 hectáreas. La biblioteca tiene 100 libros. Again, ella tiene $100. Ellos tienen 100 hectáreas. La biblioteca tiene 100 libros. And now we will call it 100 when it is in front of 1,000, millions, and any other big number like those. For example, en este bosque hay más de 100,000 árboles. La empresa tiene 100 millones de productos. Again, en este bosque hay más de 100,000 árboles. La empresa tiene 100 millones de productos. Don't worry about this expression of millions and thousands because we will check them later. So now we are going to check the hundreds from 200 to 900. So first, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. As you can see here, what we have is again a formula. We have one number from 1 to 9 and the termination cientos. There's only one exception, which is 500, the 500. Okay guys, finally we have made it to the last part, and in this case it's going to be for the thousands. As you will see, it is going to be really easy, really simple, and once again we have a small formula for you to follow. In this case, this formula consists of two parts. First, a number, and second, the word mil. The only exception for this formula is going to be for the number 1000, that we will call just mil. But for any other number, you must follow this formula. So, for example, if you want to say 2000, you will say 2000. If you want to say 3000, you will say 3000. If you want to say 10,000, you will say 10,000. And if you want to say 17,000, you will say 17,000. So, once again, 1000, 2000, 3000, 10,000, 17,000. And finally guys, we have some important information that will help you answering some of the questions that you probably have. So first, when do I need to use uno or un? The answer is really simple. We will use un when it is followed by the noun. For example, ellos son 31 hombres. In this case, hombres is going to be the noun, so we use un. Second example, tengo $21. In this case, dólares is going to be the noun, so again, we use un. It depends on the context. For example, if I ask, ¿cuántas son ellas? I must answer, ellas son 31. May be male or female. Between the numbers 200 and 900, we need to know that they can be male or female. So, for example, ellas tienen 200 amigas. Ellas tienen 200 flores. Ellas tienen 200 casas. In this case, we are speaking about female objects, so we have to use the female version of the word, that is 200. But if we say, ella tiene $200, we are referring to a male object, so we use the male version of the word. So guys, with that we finish today's video, and if you are enjoying and learning Spanish with these videos, please give it a try and subscribe to our channel, and that way you will know when we upload a new video. So with that being said, thank you guys and see you next time.